Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series V's I do for a little while. I go over their top food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I've gotten to review anything from this particular place, and it's been years since I've been to one. So neat, I guess. But anyway, we'll get into that. Folks, it is a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, I've worn this one in reviews before. Boom! It's my non-point shirt. Specifically, this is from their Million Watts tour, which at the time I'm doing this, I think it just recently concluded. Because I was there for, I think the Illinois show, well, one of the Illinois shows that they did, the one that I was at. I think it was, about a little over halfway through their tour. But if you're unfamiliar with Nonpoint, they've actually been around since, kind of the late 2000s. And, they really kind of, gained some steam in the early 2000s during the nu metal era. And they've just stuck it out, man. I honestly wasn't even that familiar with them up until recently, but I found out about them when they were going on tour with some bands that I liked, and I really liked their stuff. And so when I saw they were going to be coming through in a headlining capacity, I was like, I got to be part of that. So much so that not only did I buy a shirt, I also went over there. I took some videos of their performances while they were performing, as they did. Those videos are also on this channel, just in case, hey, maybe you're also into music stuff. You can check them out if you want. Or go check out their stuff, because realistically, that's the better way to see their stuff. But anyway, what am I trying for your day, folks? What are we doing here? Well, because I haven't seen one of these in a while, we're reviewing, boom, it's a burger. But it's not just a burger from anywhere. It's a burger from, I got a bag. The bag has the logo. Boom, from Chili's. Yeah, they don't write it out anymore. Now they just expect you to know. Chili's, man. Okay, so Chili's. If you're unfamiliar with Chili's, which you might be, they're one of those sort of casual dining sort of chains that were really big around the time that Nonpoint was at their stride, kind of through the 90s into sort of the beginning of the 2000s and stuff. Fridays, Bennigan's, Ruby Tuesdays, stuff like that. They're one of the ones that have held out better than some of the others. I mean, Bennigan's went bankrupt, and then they did come back, but in a smaller capacity. Ruby Tuesdays is just barely staying alive. Chili's, as far as I know, they're still kicking. And, of course, they famously had the Chili's baby back ribs. That was their whole ad thing for a while. I did not get the ribs, though. I just got a burger because I just wanted to get a burger. And where did I put the thing? There it is. Okay. This specifically is one of their signature burgers. This is the Alex's Santa Fe burger. I have no idea who Alex is. Cost me $14.29. It has avocado, pepper jack cheese, red onions, jalapenos, tomatoes, pickles, cilantro, and Santa Fe sauce. Whatever the fuck that is. So, we're going to try out a burger. Because I am trying out a burger, by the way, this is going to end up on my Burgers for Days playlist. That is just playlist of burgers that I reviewed. Let's actually open this up, take a proper look at it. I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look super impressive. But it's not about the looks. It's about the eating. That's the main thing. Let's try to get a thing here. And for the $14.29, it does come with some fries. The fries aren't fantastic, because I actually did get lunch while I was there, so this is a secondary thing that I'm doing. Oh, okay. Boom, it looks like this. I mean, it's kind of okay. Looks a little bit sexier in that capacity. Yeah, I got some chicken fingers. They were very, not bad, but not great. Anyway, let's try out this Alex's burger, see if I need to hunt down Alex for his discretions, or her discretions, to be fair. It's okay. So it's a smash style burger, which, I mean, smash burgers are fine. They're not my favorite type of burger, but I'm okay with them. The thing is that you need to get them just right. Otherwise, they don't work that well. This one, I feel, is a little bit overcooked. Not bad, but like, it's a little bit crispier than I think it needs to be. So a lot about this is going to be a combination of the ingredients, how they work together. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not doing a lot for me. There's a lot of stuff, but not much of it is really working together. Like, it's not coming together cohesively to make the overall burger experience better. It's very, okay, we went over there, we took these flavors, we put it on a burger. I don't know, man. It's kind of, I mean, it's trying to sort of be, kind of like a California Southwest kind of burger. For me personally, avocado is a bit of a hit or miss kind of thing. My dad was a really, really big fan of it. Loved the stuff. I like it in certain capacities. I think it can be absolutely delicious. But it can also, it's one of those ingredients that I feel like some people feel this way about bacon. It's one of those ingredients I feel like it just gets tossed on shit sometimes, and I don't necessarily know that it always makes things better. In this regard, with everything else that's going on, it ends up feeling more like a texture than a flavor to be added to it. Because you've got like the spiciness from the jalapeno, which really isn't that spicy, but it gives you a little bit of kick in the back of the throat. You got the tanginess of the Santa Fe sauce, I'm guessing, which is fine, but it's kind of minimal against everything else. And then you have the avocado that's just sort of avocado. Like, it's just there to be there. It does add a flavor, to be fair, but I don't know that it works with the rest of all this. This is like a really zingy, at least in theory, kind of burger. Again, you got the heat from the jalapeno, Santa Fe sauce. I don't know that it really helps all that much. Similarly, the tomatoes. I don't know that they really help all that much either. And I love tomatoes on a burger, but they need to make sense. And with everything that's going on, they overloaded this one. And, like, that can be okay, but I don't know, man. The pepper jack cheese was a good choice. It's definitely one of the best aspects of the whole thing. The burger itself is just very okay. I mean, I hate to put it this way, but this is pretty much exactly why these like casual chain locations have been kind of starting to die out, because folks, if you watch my channel, I've eaten plenty of burgers. It's not the way that it used to be. When I was a kid, typically if you got a burger, maybe it would be from a sit-down place, but usually it was probably from like a fast food situation. And then if you want like a good burger, have somebody grill something up at home. The thing is, burgers, at least in America, become like so widespread, and you have so many options now. This is a good burger for like $19.99. If I'd had this burger in $19.99, I would have been like, wow, it's got all these interesting flavors, and it's really up there with new ideas and this, that, and the other thing. Problem is, it's fucking 2023. Southwest burgers, California burgers, whatever you want to call them, they're things. This is just that, but not executed that great. And I was looking over their menu for their burgers. None of them were all that interesting or exciting. This was the most interesting one. The thing is that now you can get pretty solid burgers from even places that you wouldn't normally expect to get solid burgers. I've reviewed burgers from IHOP. I've reviewed burgers from Denny's that honestly were more impressive than this. you kind of see where the problem is. I mean, two questions ultimately have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No and no. It is at best a very bargain basement burger that is trying to fluff itself up with, some ingredients that, again, 20 years ago would have been interesting, but now feel very dated, just like the whole casual dining experience. And, I'm not trying to shit on it. I haven't been to one in forever. I was actually really excited to, kind of take part in all this again. But it really did just kind of hammer home. It's like, yeah, man, you can just... There's no point to these places anymore, It's like, yeah, they've got appetizers, they do this. I mean, getting off the Chili's thing, back to the burger. The burger is, like I said, it's a very meh burger. Burger itself isn't really impressive, and then just the ingredients, some of them feel kind of superfluous, and the overall just doesn't highlight anything. It doesn't feel fresh, it doesn't feel decadent, it feels a little bit confused, and just kind of eh. And if I'm recommending it, it's like, I'm not going to go over there and tell you don't go to Chili's or anything like that, because I never want to be that person. But if my video could act in any capacity as, helpful advice to maybe the folks who, and I know that they won't see it, but, to anybody who maybe has some insight into this whole thing, again, with the casual dining experience, you guys need to bring it. You guys need to up your game. I mean, and I'm sure that there's still people who enjoy these places, and that's fine. But, yeah, man, this isn't great. It's just very, my whole experience was just, Again, 20 years ago, probably would have been fine. 2023, sorry. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of the week. Monumental rest of the month. Stupendous rest of your... Folks, you go over there and have yourselves a truly proper burger-tastic rest of your life. This is a sad burger. It's just not great. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. I'm going to have a quick swig of my Clearly Canadian. Which I reviewed this, by the way, like 2 years ago. Oh, that's good. But sometimes we're not going to have delicious Clearly Canadian to help us out. When those situations occur, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, if there happens to be a casual chain location that you are particularly partial to, please hit me up in the comments. Let me know, and let me know why. Because I'm genuinely very interested, because, I do this food review thing. And outside of hopefully being helpful to any of you folks, it's always interesting for me to learn this stuff. Like I said, I haven't been to a casual sit-down place since I was in my 20s. I'm fucking 37 right now. It's been a while. So it really was an interesting learning situation for me to come back to that setting and to be like, oh, okay, this wasn't as good as I remembered. So, but maybe that's not the case for some of you folks. Give it a shot. Let me know, like I said. And hey, if maybe there's just some awesome burgers I should try out, feel free to hit me up on those too. Bye.